our Earth and its special features. Learning about our Earth and its special features. Earth is a very beautiful place to live in. Life exists only on Earth. The Earth is one of the planets of our solar system. The Earth and the other 7 planets that go round the Sun are Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Their satellites and also certain comets and asteroids together form our solar system. However, scientists have not found any life forms on the other planets. The Earth is 15 crore kilometers away from the Sun. Still, heat and light from the Sun reaches the Earth in sufficient quantities. While rotating around its own axis, the Earth also revolves around the Sun. The Earth's axis is slightly inclined. Its orbit is elliptical. The revolution of the Earth and its inclined axis cause changes in the climate of different parts of the Earth. They cause the change of seasons from rains to winter to summer. Atmosphere. There is an envelope of air all around the Earth called the atmosphere. It comprises of different layers. Air consists mainly of nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide gases, as well as some water vapor and other dust particles. It also contains some other gases in traces. Oxygen in the atmosphere is necessary for respiration in living things. Oxygen is plants make food using the carbon dioxide and water from the air with the help of sunlight and chlorophyll. Nitrates are formed from the nitrogen in the air are useful to plants for their growth. The atmosphere is dense closer to the surface of the Earth, but it becomes thinner or rarer as we go higher up above it. Some harmful rays coming from the Sun gets absorbed in the atmosphere. Thus, the atmosphere is an important filter that allows only as much amount of light and heat from the Sun to reach the Earth as is necessary for life. Therefore, the atmosphere is the Earth's protective shell. Mist, clouds, snow are formed because of the atmosphere. The Earth gets rain too, only because of the water in the rivers, streams, lakes, seas and oceans on the Earth evaporates due to the heat of the Sun. The particles of water vapor thus formed settle on the dust particles in the atmosphere. As a result, clouds are formed. Hydrosphere. Water is another factor that is necessary for life. The Earth has a huge store of water. On many other planets, there is no water at all. Water occupies 71% of this water is found in rivers, streams, lakes, seas, and oceans, and also as groundwater. Also, in some of the Earth's regions, it is found in the form of ice. The Earth has an envelope of water too, in the form of water, ice, and atmospheric water vapor. This envelope is called the hydrosphere. When rivers flow into the sea, the salts that they carry also enter the sea. Seawater evaporates, but the salts remain behind. That is why seawater is saline or salty. Seas are very important for life on Earth. Seawater forms water vapor in very large quantities. It is this vapor that gives us water in the form of rain. Many aquatic animals live in the sea. Fish in the sea is an important food item for a lot of people around the world. We also obtain useful substances like salt and iodine from the seawater. It is at the bottom of the sea that the remains of living things are converted into crude oil or petroleum. From petroleum, we get many useful substances like petrol, diesel, kerosene, paraffin, wax, and tar. Lithosphere. The land on the earth forms an important part of the lithosphere. The food needs of the growing population are met by plant life and by agricultural products obtained by cultivating the land. Land supports our houses and other buildings. We get the soil and stones needed to build our shelters only from the land. We obtain minerals which are raw materials required for industry from land too. Metals like iron, aluminium are needed all over the world. These are extracted from the minerals we dig out from the land. Fuels like coal are found in the lithosphere. There is a close relationship between the atmosphere, hydrosphere, and lithosphere on one hand and the biosphere on the other. Life is possible only because of this relationship. The structure of the Earth's interior. The entire interior of the Earth, from the surface to the center, is not alike. It can be divided into three main parts according to the nature of the substances it contains, its temperature, and depth. The crust. The outermost part of the Earth is called its crust. The surface of the Earth has a layer of soil of different thickness in different parts, and beneath it there is a hard rock. The rocky layer is very, very thin, indeed, like the crust as compared to the loaf of bread. This outermost part of the Earth is called the Earth's crust. The Earth's crust extends to about 30 to 70 kilometers under the land and about 5 kilometers to 6 kilometers under the oceans. The crust contains minerals of mainly three metals: aluminium, magnesium, and silicon. The Earth's crust forms only 2% of total volume of the Earth. The mantle. The mantle extends from a depth of about 70 km to about 2,900 km below the Earth's surface. It includes about 82% of the Earth's total volume and comprises mainly of minerals of iron and magnesium. Up to a depth of 400 km, the mantle consists of molten rock. But the part beneath this layer is made of extremely hard. The core. The part of the Earth inside the mantle is called the Earth's core. The Earth's core is very hot. It includes about 16% of the Earth's volume. The core can also be divided into two parts. One, the part nearer to the mantle, and two, the part at the center of the Earth. This central part up to 12 km in black is extremely hot. It is made of iron and nickel and is like a solid. The part around it, having a thickness of about 2,250 km, is in the liquid state with a temperature of more than 4,000 degrees centigrade. The movement of the landmass. The map of the Earth that we see today is very different from what the Earth must have been 20 crore years ago. Then there was no Atlantic Ocean. Parts of what today we call the continents of North America, Europe, and Asia were joined together. Scientists have named it Laurasia. In the south, there was another large continent made up of parts of what today we call South America, Africa, and the Indian subcontinent, Australia, and Antarctica. It has been named Gondwana. Although these land masses appear to be very far from each other today, their edges appear to be there are ranges of volcanoes in the oceans. They are known as mid-ocean or mid-oceanic ridges. The eruptions of these volcanoes push the tectonic plates apart. Scientists believe that this causes continents on these plates to shift too. Tsunami. Earthquakes take place at the bottom of the sea just as they do on land. It is obvious that such an earthquake will cause many more waves than the usual. You might think that as there are no buildings there, these earthquakes would not cause much damage. If there is a strong earthquake at the ocean bed, the energy causes the formation of a different kind of wave. Near the starting point, these waves are not very high, but they can move very far very quickly. As they approach a shore, their speed reduces slightly, but they gain a lot in height. They may become higher than 8 to 10-story buildings. They are like an enormous moving wall of water. When they reach the shore, they submerge the entire area. Their great force causes buildings and trees to collapse. People and animals are swept away. These waves, caused by the earthquakes occurring at the ocean beds, are called tsunamis. Tsunami is a Japanese word which means a big wave that collides with the shore. It is important that when such a wave is forming far away in the ocean, people are warned about it long before the wave reaches the shore. Man-made satellites can be of great use for this purpose. Natural resources on the earth. Man has been living on the earth for hundreds and thousands of years of now. He has obtained all the resources he needs, namely water, plants, fuels, minerals, etc. from their shores on the earth itself. As these resources are limited, these resources are now falling short of his need for thorn because of the ever-increasing population and industries. We now face the threat that these resources will be finished in the coming years. Hence, it has become necessary to use these resources with great thrift. We also need to prevent the pollution of these resources. Living things on the earth face a serious crisis resulting from the draining of sewage into the river waters, letting of poisonous gases into the atmosphere, and the wanton cutting down of forests, etc. Summary: the Earth, the other 7 planets, their satellites, comets, and asteroids all belong to our solar system. Life is found only on planet Earth. The atmosphere, hydrosphere, and lithosphere, that is, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor, dust particles are the constituents of the atmosphere useful to living things. The atmosphere absorbs some harmful rays coming from the sun. That is all in this lesson, students. Save our Earth.